Around here, them guns get the last word.
When you talk about Arslan Ash, Akuma, the Pakistani Tekken gods, you do have to, like I said, mention Akuma. But also I don't think that they are solely carried by Akuma. We saw many times now, many different players, they will drop Akuma. They will ignore his existence and still throw down. So even though that was one of the characters that helped put them on the map, I still think they would have accomplished the same things that they have without that character. Joker says hashtag delete Akuma. Now this is something that's been said for so long. Arslan Ash is now saying it. I talked about already how impactful Akuma was to their scene. It was kind of like a cheat code. They would have climbed up regardless. Looking at some more responses, because this conversation never ends when you're talking about Akuma. They tried to nerf Akuma several times, but I guess they don't know what they should nerf. I would disagree with this. I think they 100% knows what they should and should not nerf. But the thing about it is, I think they don't want to nerf Akuma. They simply just do not want to nerf him. There's a meme from High Buff Gigas Please that very easily summarizes what I believe to be true. It's a meme of Capcom and a confidential agreement for Akuma. Now this is fake, this is just a meme, but it captures the essence. It says, "Dear Bandai Namco, don't ever make him weak, otherwise our friendship is done. Sincerely, Capcom." In fighting games, they're starting to do DLC characters, they're starting to do guest characters. Akuma is a guest character for Tekken. He's one of the most powerful things in Tekken. Kazuya is a guest character for Smash. He is one of the most powerful and devastating things to ever be put in a Smash game. When you see Kazuya trending, if you click on that hashtag, it's probably going to be people complaining about how powerful the character is. And the reason why I think they do this is because they don't really want to be seen in a worse light. For example, Akuma is canonically a part of the franchise. This is something that's different for pretty much the other guest characters. And Capcom, in doing so, was very, very strict with how he was represented. In Tekken 7, Akuma takes no losses. He bodies Heihachi. He leaves Heihachi there because he thinks he's dead under all of the rubble of the Mishima Zaibatsu building. Next time he goes to fight, it's Kazuya. We know Kazuya survives it, but Akuma, he just vanishes. In a non-canonical Shin Akuma fight, what does Akuma do? He shows up once again because he discovers that Kazuya is still alive, and he goes to finish it once and for all. The fact that they show that to us in the non-canon ending, that he shows up once again, leads me to believe that he's still alive and he still is out there, which means he still has his promise to fulfill of killing Kazuya, right? His promise made to Kazumi. I know guest characters is a never-ending topic when you talk about Tekken 8, but examples like Akuma, Geese Howard, and all of the Smash and just all of the guest characters, it becomes a bit of a sore subject because we never really got one guest character that is not controversial and that is not game breaking. So it's difficult for me to say put more into the game, even though I understand why they do it. I understand why they don't nerf it. It's just difficult for me to want more of the problems we're complaining about now. When you're talking about Tekken 8 and you're requesting a guest character, you're basically asking Harada or the Tekken development team for a character that you're going to hate in 3 years. You may want now, but when you see mirror matches in grand finals and tournaments, and instead of seeing delete Akuma, it's going to be delete Baki, delete Tifa, delete this, that. That's just what we've been shown by Tekken. Let's continue. Someone says, Arslan says, bro, Claudio versus Akuma is just impossible to win with Claudio. I could be wrong, but the reason why Arslan is specifically using Claudio in this moment is because Claudio is a character that's been underestimated. He's just been rising up the tier list. People are now seeing that this character is a true threat. He's not, powerful in the way that, standard characters are powerful like Jin or Steve. He has his own tools that makes him unstoppable, and people are realizing that now. But even a god like Claudio cannot touch Akuma. It's just different levels, different tiers. Always Honey says, Akuma is a nightmare for so many players who do not work hard to lap him, and they complain about Akuma to hide their weaknesses. One thing that I've been sort of realizing lately is why I consider certain characters broken. Because I'm not some god player who understands the game on like this microscopic level. I know all the frames, all of this, all of that. That's not who I am. For me, I have a tiny little Yoshi brain, and what I can tell immediately, and I think it's undisputed, is damage disparities. The amount of damage a character like Akuma, Paul Phoenix, Lucky Chloe can output versus some of the other characters is vastly different. And I think something like that for Akuma is the #1 reason why I would consider him broken. A lot of people try to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, well, he's difficult and he's supposed to have that damage. But I think it's interesting because I get a lot of pushback for saying this, but it's a fact. When you talk about some of the most difficult characters in the game, he does not output the same level of power as Brian Fury and Akuma, two characters who are always like either next to him, in front of him, or behind him. I kind of disagree with the whole concept of something is difficult to do, therefore it should be very good, because one, it's not fair. We don't say that for every character, we just say that for the characters who we think should be powerful. You will never hear someone say give Yoshimitsu a bunch of damage, or give Eddie a bunch of damage, or give any other character a bunch of damage because they're difficult. It's only the ones who already have it and no one wants it to be taken away. This conversation could go on and on and on, but I think just the topic of delete Akuma, delete guest characters, power levels, pay to win, it's very fascinating. When Tekken 8 comes out, it is going to be a clown fest fiesta. Fascinating concept there. Very fascinating. And I just want to talk about it with you guys today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and bye-bye.